Hey guys, in this video we're going to be taking a quick look at what to expect when you take delivery of your brand new car. Alright, so welcome back. If you're watching this video, then no doubt you've just purchased a new car, or you're looking at taking delivery of a new car, or maybe you just like watching detailing videos anyway. But yeah, I've just picked up this car last week. This is my third brand new car, well fourth, but we'll ignore the missus's new car because we didn't request anything with that. Now, first thing I just want to say, brand new cars, brand new dealership cars are not always defect free and they're not always perfect. Doesn't matter if you just buy in a Suzuki or a supercar, they will have defects. Now, the reason I'm doing this video is last week when I collected it on a Saturday, and then I did the announcement video on the Sunday after. And one of the neighbours commented, because I gave it a quick wash after, he said I was cheating. I had an advantage because it was showroom fresh, there's not a mark on it. How wrong he was. There's a lot on this, and there's a mention in last week's car. I'll bring you round. I said around here there is some scuffs. I'm not sure if I can see it on this camera, but there's some scuff marks here, and they go all the way onto the rear light. Again, I'm not sure it's going to pick it up without doing too much messing about. There's some scuffs there. There's also a scratch just there, which you can see. That came from the dealer. And on this side, on the rear bumper, I noticed a scuff. And all this was actually noticeable before I'd even cleaned it. Let's zoom in. You can kind of see that if it'll focus. There's scuff around there somewhere. Let's see if I'll grab focus. Trust me, there's a scuff there. I'll probably overlay some other footage anyway. So yeah, my point is, brand new cars are not always defect free, and what we're going to be doing is talking about what you can do and being realistic. So again, another mark just here. Probably see some hologramming. Let's have a look. Again, with the way the light is, you can just about see some hologram in there. And if we get close in, you can see the lacquer. It's almost two different colours from there to there. It goes light, as though they've either done a bit of spraying. There you go, the sun's just popped out from behind the clouds. As though they've either done a little bit of spraying there, or they've tried polishing up something, which could tie in that mark there with these scuffs that are just along there. There's also some of that similar hologramming. Obviously this is not on the sunny side. Let's have a quick look if we can see. There's a big area around here, again, where it looks like they've possibly done some polishing or something, trying to remove a scratch or something daft like that. Other things, so yeah, back to the point then. So when you get a brand new car, of course you'll be given a chance to look it over. I didn't spot those holograms, because what you have to remember as well is you're going to be all excited. You've got a brand new car, you're not going to see everything. You may also feel a little bit rude. I mean, I've always got, even in here now, I brought it out with me. I've always got a bottle of Quick Detailer in any car that I have. So when I go and view a car anyway, I have got something to wipe down. But you're going to be collecting a car in a showroom now. Next time you're in a showroom, take a look. They've got soft panel LED lights. They don't have little spotlights which show up swirls. They have soft lighting. Soft lighting don't show up swirls. Your brand new car will be covered in swirls. Any point complaining to the dealer? Of course not. To them, it's a box on wheels that gets you from A to B. And that's the problem we get these days is, I could easily go back to the dealer and say, look, there's a scratch on the bike, there's this buff, this hologramming just there, there's a scuff there. If I do that, you know what's going to happen? They're going to try and polish that scuff out, and it'll come back looking like that hologram down there. That's what's going to happen, and this can happen. As I said, it can be on a car just like this, it can be on a supercar. Now, you can ask them not to do any prep work beforehand. I did ask, but they still did. They've done that in every car that I've owned, whether it's been the Seat, a Nissan, Suzuki. All the dealers, they look at you a bit odd. Like, why would you not want us to clean the car for you? Granted, when I go in for a service, they never wash it. I put hangers up everywhere. That's another tip. When you take your new car for its first service, ask them politely to mark it on the service sheet, do not wash, put up hangers. They will be using a wash mitt that's washed 20 cars that day. Hell, that wash mitt's probably not been clean for a month. They might wring it out at the end of the week if you're lucky, but Yeah, and another thing is, I'm just going to overlay some footage. Kelly at KDS, I think he's had quite a few new cars. He did an unwrapping of a Supra or an NSX a while ago. But anyway, he did one spotting where there's been any paintwork, any lacquer that's been applied. And talking about like hard edges and how you blend in lacquer and you being able to tell. That's more of an issue on used cars and second-hand cars rather than brand new cars. You'd like to think a brand new car hasn't had any touch-up. However, had a dealership spotted that little scratch down there, they'd have probably tried touching that up, and that would also be covered in holograms. So the point of this video, I guess, is yes, you're going to be getting a new car. Oh, one other thing before I forget. The car will come covered in tar spots everywhere. Not tar spots, sorry, tree sap. Tree sap is what I meant to say there. So I've just noticed down here again, let's see if we can get it on camera. Just here, a little bit of sap there. I know it's only a tiny amount. There was some on the window. I'm trying not to pick it all off. I'm trying to leave it for you guys, but you'll end up with brown spots similar to this just there. Let's zoom in for you guys. Similar to that just there. And that is because, again, the cars before you took delivery, they've been sat in a field maybe for 6 months, maybe. I mean, this is a 71 reg. I know this is a new car, this is a bad example, but you may just be buying a 71 reg. That car could have been made for the 70 market and it's only just been registered. That's the thing, that's a registration date, not the build date. So this could have been built months ago and it's just been sat in a field. In fact, on the first clean, I had a bit of bird poo on it overnight. But it's not going to show up now because it's not wet. There are patches all over this roof where there's been bird muck just left on it and it's etched in again. You're going to get that. Now, the point of this video is, as I say, it's a brand new car. It's black, so it's going to show up absolutely everything. We're going to do a little bit of a series, hopefully. Yeah, if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you like this video if you do find it useful. We're going to do a little bit of a series on new car care and black car care, of course, as well. So, my point is, if you find marks like that hologram, like these scuffs here, so I don't know how that's a technician walking by, that surely. That scuff there, that little scratch down there, that is 3 little marks from new. From new, nothing that I've done, they're just there. And then we've got similar on this side, we've got another scuff, we've got some more hologramming on that side. Oh, and there's a little bit of bird poo etching. What we're going to do a small video, we're going to do a bunch of videos over the coming weeks showing you how to deal with this. Fix it yourself. Or better still, another tip, when you are coming up with a new car deal and they say, oh, Mr. Smith, would you like to add such and such package on? Just say no. I mean, that's easy for me. I'm just like, no, I do detailing, that's my thing. So it's quite easy for me to just easily just say no, I'm not interested in that, thank you, but don't even waste your time pitching that to me. You're better off taking that 300 or so pound that they want to charge you and go to a professional detailer. And a professional detailer, a lot of them do offer new car details, and you may be looking at only like a couple £100. It'd probably be cheaper to go to a professional detailer than it would be to get the dealers to apply it. First of all, the dealer, they just want to maximize profits. Yes, everyone's in business to make money, totally get that, but they've got a valeter basically. They've got some guy, probably minimum wage, not highly appreciated, high turnover of staff, pumping out several cars a day, trying to do your new car prep. Now they've done a quick new car prep on this. They basically gave it a wash. Another thing to mention as well, before I do forget, I'll get back to the point about the detail in a moment. When I did pick it up, all the way along here, along the edge of the bonnet, I thought it was a massive scratch. It wasn't. One thing you will get, and we've just got a little bit here, this is why I'm coming around. You see these marks here? That's just glue. You will have, and you can tell it's glue because it moves, it smudges. That is from the, obviously the wrapping that they put over when they're transporting the car. Again, they're supposed to do a new car prep, and there was one of those lines all the way along here. So although I've not hit it with tar and glue remover, I can see a little bit there above the wheel arch actually. Although I've not hit it with any tar and glue remover, a good wash did get rid of it. But yeah, that's something again. they're gonna miss stuff like that all over the place. There are gonna be glue lines from where the transport film has been basically adhered to the car. So back to the point, pay your detailer, pay somebody who's gonna put a full day of his time. You may not need polishing, they will come with swirl marks again, by the way. Direct sun's not out, but there is some swirling on here, and orange peel again. There's no point complaining to the detailer, that's the standard, especially if every car on the lot has got orange peel. It's just the way the pump car's out these days. But a detailer, a professional detailer, will offer a new car detail, typically taking a day, and they will fully wash it, they will decontaminate it, so that means tar removal, iron removal, clay barring. If needs be, some may include a light polish, not necessarily to remove swirls, but to remove any defects they've put in from the clay barring and remove things like that small bit of hologramming. That's what a detailer will do. And then of course they will put on a product of their choice, a wax, maybe a spray ceramic, a ceramic wax hybrid. You may be able to have the option of paying for an upgrade and get a proper ceramic coating that will last 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and that is, as long as you maintain it properly, will last that long. Again, a lot of the dealer offerings, yeah, they say they come with a warranty, but you try claiming, you know, if you pay £300, my parents did, I detail. My parents did it on their Leon. I told them not to. They paid to have something put on their car. Who was detailing it a year later because there was not a single sign of beading or anything? Me. Can you claim? No, because if you try and claim, they'll say you've used chemicals that are too harsh, you've not washed it properly, you've done X, Y, and Z wrong. So honestly, that's just a waste of time in doing that. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to mention a bunch of these marks I noticed as soon as I got it home. Some of them I noticed on the forecourt, but you're not always going to pick them up on the forecourt because, as I say, you're going to be too excited. You want to get your new car home. As long as there's not a massive gouge down the side, you're not going to see it, the salesman's not going to see it, you're going to miss it, and then once you get it home, you know what they're going to say: how do we know you didn't do it washing it? So, yeah, you know, as I said, the glue marks, you can sort that out yourself with tar and glue remover, nice and easy. Everything else you'll be able to do yourself with just some basic polishing compounds. You can probably get that out by hand. I'll show you how to do that in an upcoming video. Again, same with the marks over here, we'll be able to get that out. I mentioned orange peel earlier. Orange peel's a massive job. I've done orange peel before, wet sanding. So to get rid of orange peel, you need to wet sand the car. Now, I have done wet sanding, usually it's a localized area when there's a little scuff or something like that and you just want to wet sand it back. I've never wet sanded a full car. Do I wet sand this? I don't want to just wet sand one panel, but I can really see the orange peel on this. Is it really wise wet sanding a black daily driven car? Anyway, that's the lorry going past, ruined the noise in my video. So yeah, that's all I wanted to mention then. It's just a quick one. As I say, just what to expect when you pick up your new car. Enjoy your new car, that's the main thing. It is, for all intents and purposes, and for 99% of you guys probably watching in the public, a thing to get you from A to B. But in my opinion, after buying a house, it is the most expensive thing you will own. So in my opinion, I just want it looking at its best. And that hologram is really annoying me now. I can see it, whatever you want to call it, but yeah, that repair, whatever they've done, is really bugging me. So I think that's going to be the first video on the new car. So as I say, make sure you're subscribed. There'll be a button just up here now. Subscribe to this channel. We'll go through all of these defects in more detail and how to remove them. I'll put a couple of videos down here that you might enjoy, and we'll see you in the next one.